So the Pittsburgh Penguins lost last night 4-1 to the Ottawa Senators, making it just the first time in over a calendar year that the Penguins have lost back-to-back games in regulation. Not since Mike Sullivan had taken over last December when they lost 4 straight. Not since then have the Penguins lost back-to-back games in regulation until last night. Yes, it came in the hands of the Ottawa Senators, which is unfortunate because I don't like the Senators, but that's over a calendar year. Not until December 15th, 19th, 2015, not in playoffs. Every time they lost in regulation, they came back and won or at least got a point in overtime. That's incredible. That's got to be some sort of record. Over 365 days, about 390 days. Absolutely insane. And what a run it was. Yes, so what a run it was indeed. Penguins finally lose back-to-back games. Washington and then Ottawa giving up 9 goals in the span and only scoring 3, which is not great. The Penguins did not play well against Ottawa until the third period when they finally turned it on, but Mike Condon, for some reason, was doing his best Braden Holtby impression and had an outstanding game, which is super frustrating. And Braden Holtby was good as usual. And Washington's won 7 in a row, which is really unfortunate because the Metro is such a tight division. The Penguins cannot afford to give up points. They are now tied with the Rangers for 4th in the wild card spot, and luckily have a couple games in hand. But those are only good if you win them. So the Penguins need to start winning. They can't keep giving up points here and there to Metro. Those are very crucial games. They should win tomorrow against Detroit. But, it all depends. You have Washington's playing really well right now. Columbus had that insane streak. The Rangers are looking better than I thought. Even Philly's getting in there. The Metro is so ridiculous that the top 4 teams are all going to have over 110 points if they continue on the pace right now. A wild card team in the Metro will have over 110 points, which is just insane. So that is a death division, and the Penguins cannot afford to give up points to rivals like they did against Washington and just get dummied. What's super frustrating about the Penguins is that every time they lose, they don't just lose by 1 goal or 2 goals. No, it's like every time we lose, we get destroyed. 4-1, 5-2, 7-1 to the Blue Jackets, 7-1 to the Rangers, to the Capitals. They beat the Senators 8-5, but every time they lose really badly. It is the weirdest thing. It's just such a strange phenomenon. I guess that could be because Mike Sullivan's system is so good and so exciting, but it's when they lose, they do the exact opposite of what he wants them to do, and they don't play defense. No, not having Brian Dumoulin is a huge loss, but he wasn't playing that great this season, and the Penguins didn't have Letang and still managed to win. But Dumoulin is very good against Ovechkin, and they definitely could have used him against him on Thursday night. But it's such a weird phenomenon that they've only lost 10 games regulation, but all the games they've lost have just been totally outplayed and outscored on and just outchanced and outworked, and it's super weird. I guess they're so used to get to winning, they get complacent, so when they lose, it's poof, sky falls down. I've never seen anything like it. It's a bit frustrating. Luckily, they don't happen often, but it's super strange. I don't think this Penguin losing streak will continue. I think that they should win, but it's the first losing streak in a while, and it sucks. I forgot what this felt like, and it doesn't feel good, especially not to Ottawa and Washington. Unfortunately, Ovechkin got his 1,000th point against Pittsburgh and his 1,001 point against Pittsburgh because, of course, he did. But that was inevitable, and congratulations to him. Even though he plays for the Capitals, he's a fantastic player. Probably the greatest goal scorer of all time, arguably, and Crosby's right behind him. He's only 17 points back, and he will be the fastest active player to do it, and the fastest player to get 1,000 points in 24 years. Not since Stevie Y had there been a player that has been doing it as fast or faster than Crosby to get 1,000 points, which is absolutely insane. And he would have done it a year ago or a year and a half ago if he had not missed all the time due to concussions, and who knows how many points he'd have now, which is absolutely nuts. 1,000 points before age 30, pretty friggin' good, pretty darn good. But in other news, Matt Murray came back, and I didn't think he was great last night. He was pretty shaky, but that's to be expected. He hasn't played for a while, but I did expect more from Matt Murray. He led in 2 5-hole goals, which is never good. You never want to give up goals 5-hole like that. but I suspect he'll bounce back. He always bounces back strong after a week game, so I'm hoping he plays tomorrow night. I would put him in if I was Sullivan, and I think that he should be fine. He's still having a fantastic season, and he knows that he's the guy. It's just a matter of when Fleury gets traded, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. There's a new report out there today. I saw on the Score app that NBC posted about, and Bob McKenzie, who's, Bob Father's a very credible source. He said that they might look to buy him out if they don't trade him. I don't really see how that helps him, how that helps the team, because they'll still have to pay him and he'll be on against their cap. But I guess if worse comes to worse, that's what they're going to have to do. But it's kind of unfortunate for Marc-Andre, for a player that's been with the Penguins, won 2 cups with them, and done a lot for them, been their goalie for like 11 years, to buy him out. It's kind of a sad way to go. So I hope that it doesn't come to that. But if Bob McKenzie reported it, I'd say there's definitely some truth to it. But, we'll see if that happens. So that's all I have for this video. Please like if you like, subscribe if you really like it, share with all your friends, tell everyone, and I'll see you after the game tomorrow night when you play Detroit. All right, let's go Penguins.